Hey y'all, I wanted to show y'all how I made my home fries. A more detailed video will be coming, but I just wanted to get this out there just in case anybody was wondering how to make home fries. I know people take you on a journey, you know, on YouTube sometimes just to show you how to make the most simplest thing ever. So this is about 2 cups of potatoes. Really, it's like a small potato and 1 medium-sized potato. This is enough for 2 people. 3 if you want small portions. I have a 1/4 cup of onion. So it's about like a slice and a half. So, you know, after you cut it, like cut off a slice, it gives you that big old chunk. You can either cut off a skinny part and get that, or cut it in half if you cut a thick piece off, and then it'll give you that much. So as you can see, basically like a half of a ring of onion. And then this is like a 1/4, like no, an 1/8 of a bell pepper, a large bell pepper. So now what I'm gonna do is season it. After I cut the potatoes up, I like to rinse them off again, because you know that white, you know, potato juice you get, I hate that. So yeah, and normally I add a fresh garlic. I don't like to add minced garlic to this because you have to fry it, and it to me it don't fry well like the minced garlic that come in a jar. So if you don't have fresh garlic, then you could use garlic powder, which is what I'm using. I like to use some seasoning salt because I don't like to put salt on mine. So I use seasoning salt. Just add a little bit of seasoning. Like when I mean a little bit, like maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon. Then I use some parsley flakes to make it look cute. And then I use some black pepper. I'm going to take my seasoning salt, about that much. And I'm probably not even going to use all of this. Yeah, no. And just put it on some of them. Not too much because this stuff can get very salty. And I got this from Restaurant Depot, by the way. All of my seasonings except for the parsley I got from Restaurant Depot, so you may not be able to find the same brand, but that's okay. I like a lot of black pepper, and then some garlic powder, and then some parsley flakes. About that much. It's not a lot if you really think about it, because once you mix everything in, I try to be proper, but it's no really way proper. Let me just use my damn hands. And then you just mix everything up, rub them together, and then you start to see how the seasoning starts to, you know, go on every potato or whatever, and it doesn't, you know, look too bad. Mix the peppers in there with the onions, so then you got some perfectly seasoned home fries. Got time for that. So this is about all the mixing that I do, and then I just go ahead and throw it into the frying pan. I'm pretty sure like these YouTubers, they tell you to put it on like this cookie sheet and individually season one of these home fries. Ain't nobody got time for that. This is how you make it for real, okay? So then I'll grab a pot that looks like this. I want to say this is about like an 8-inch pot, and it's kind of deep. And then I put about that much oil, which will be about, not necessarily a cup, maybe 3/4 cups of oil, just to cover the bottom and give it a little bit of leverage, because these potatoes are gonna they're gonna shrink down a little bit. But the key to it is making sure you have a top that fits the pot perfectly, and I'm gonna show you why. So we're gonna let this oil heat up for about like 30 seconds or so, and then we're gonna throw it in once it's hot. So the oil is just about hot enough, because I just threw that onion in there, you see. So now you just want to go ahead and slide all of your potatoes in there. Along with the onions and the peppers. And you just gonna let that fry for about, I let my home fries go for about 5 to 8 minutes, because it just works perfectly that way. Don't move it too much.
I know, I'm just getting a lot of it.
And then, yeah, so then I like to put the cover on it. And to me, I feel like when you put the cover on top of it, it keeps all of the moisture in there, so the potatoes don't actually get hard. They get nice and soft, and they're like perfect home fries. So it's been going for about 3 or 4 minutes now. And I'm gonna flip it over. And as you can see, the potatoes is they slowly but surely starting to get done. You can kind of see through them a little bit, and that's how you know they're starting to get done. Unlike this one, you can't see it. It's still like white-ish. So you just want to go ahead and mix them up with whatever was at the bottom, bring it to the top, because if not, it's gonna start to overcook on the bottom, and then the ones at the top ain't gonna never get cooked, and it's a mess. So yes, I'm gonna let this go for about 4 more minutes. All right, guys. So this is what the potatoes are looking like, and I'm just gonna take a fork and I'm just gonna stick it in there. And as you can see, the biggest piece is done, the smallest piece is done. It's not to the point where they're breaking apart as soon as I put my fork in there, so they're not overcooked. They're actually perfect. So now it's time to pull them out and place them on a plate with napkins. So this is what the home fries look like. Like I said, it feeds about 2 people, 3 people if you want smaller portions. And yes, so they're really good. They're really nice and tender, because if you do it like this, they break. So bomb. You could put some ketchup on here, which we like to do, or whatever seasonings or condominiums that you like. Well, no, condominiums are condos. So listen, whatever seasonings y'all like, whatever sauces y'all like, put them on there, okay?